Ant-Man and the Wasp could be the movie that really gives us the ties to the next big Avengers movie, Avengers the Kang Dynasty, as we launch Phase 5 and start story threads that are really going to tie into Phase 6. Welcome to the Phase Zero channel, BD here, and please make sure you're subscribed and hit the thumbs up on this video if you want Spider-Man 4 unrelated, still true. In this video, we are going to talk about how the Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania trailer has connections to Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, the Ms. Marvel series from Disney+, and possibly even Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, and how all of those things are going to lead us straight into Avengers the Kang Dynasty. So without further ado, let's jump in.
Thank you, Spider-Man!
First of all, this all hinges on Kang the Conqueror and some imagery surrounding the character in this first trailer for Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania. Now, I don't want to be the first one going back to theories about shapes. We all remember the hexagons era in WandaVision, but there are a lot of circles that look pretty familiar to imagery from other Marvel projects. If you look at some of these shots, they do bear a resemblance to Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, and possibly the bangle worn by Kamala Khan. They're just circles, you say? Okay. But let's look at the credit scene attached to the Shang-Chi movie. Three of the greatest minds in the MCU with incredibly different pockets of knowledge say the makeup of the Ten Rings does not match any of the codex which Wong is familiar with, no traces of vibranium or other earthly materials to give Bruce Banner any insights, and it's not Chitauri or other alien tech which Carol Danvers knows of. Wenwu had the rings for about 1,000 years, but they are much older than that, and inside there is a beacon catching some sort of message. Now, cut to the Quantumania trailer, and Cassie Lang is sending a message to the quantum realm. Maybe this is too good to be true, but is it the same message? Next, let's take a look at Kamala's bangle, which is also extremely old. This bangle seems to draw parallels to the quantum bands from comics, especially considering Kamala swapped places with Carol in the credit scene from the Ms. Marvel series, and that is one of the powers of the quantum bands. Furthermore, Ms. Marvel did feature the branding of the Ten Rings in the location where the bangle was attained by Kamala's ancestors. Kang the Conqueror now, in the comics, he has a big fancy time chair. This time chair helps him travel through time as he pleases, and it is entirely possible that He Who Remains, the variant of Kang we met in Loki, destroyed this time chair and trapped Kang in the quantum realm. Kang, being the genius he is, may have had a key role in developing the city we are seeing in the quantum realm, which we think is going to be known as Chronopolis. But he may also be genius enough to realize that the necessary parts of his chair, which might involve the technology or mythology of the Ten Rings and Kamala's bangle, can only be obtained through a heist. So why not tag in the guy who already pulled off a time heist of the Infinity Stones, Ant-Man?
Oh yeah, no, that's what I was thinking.
After all, both of the previous Ant-Man movies are heist movies, so it would make sense that Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania is a heist movie, and why not tie it to the rest of the MCU?
If you help me.
This wouldn't be the first time we saw an MCU big bad tag in someone else to do their bidding. Once upon a time, Thanos enlisted the likes of Loki and Ronan to fetch the Infinity Stones for him before ultimately deciding,
I'll do it myself.
Also, the Infinity Stones were the connective tissue of the MCU that linked several of the heroes straight to Thanos and brought them together for Infinity War and Endgame in one big battle. And if that's all not enough for you, Shang-Chi director Destin Daniel Cretton confirmed to comicbook.com at New York Comic Con that he is in fact directing Avengers the Kang Dynasty. Wouldn't it just make sense if he brought some story and seemingly used Shang-Chi straight to Avengers the Kang Dynasty with him? And I know at the top of the video I said that there's a Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 tie. That's because in Volume 2, the movie opened with Rocket stealing Anulax batteries from Aisha. If we really want to draw parallels and connections, it looks like what could be the Heart of Forever, which is essentially the power source for Chronopolis in comics, which allows Kang to access and create new timelines, but the Timekeepers, who you may remember from the Loki series, put the kibosh on all that. The Forever Crystal or the Heart of Forever could be what is being placed into another object in the Quantumania trailer, possibly surrounded by Anulax batteries from Guardians Volume 2.
Harbulary batteries.
Just to bring some more MCU connections to the things Ant-Man needs to steal in this heist and a power source to it all. What do you think of this theory with all these possible ties to Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, Ms. Marvel, and Avengers the Kang Dynasty? Share your thoughts in the comments section or send them my way on Twitter at BrandonDavisPD, and make sure you're subscribed to this Phase Zero YouTube channel and thumbs upping the videos for more updates, theories like this one, exclusive interviews, and live shows. I'm BD, I'll see you there.